guys, up at the allotment. I think it's actually been a month, so we've got loads of work to do. My main aim today is get rid of as many weeds as we possibly can, and I say we because I've got Olivia and Ruby up here with me. I'm so grateful. We literally had been here 30 seconds and bang, they got straight into it. So we've got to get as many weeds out as we can. There's still plenty of food to harvest. Turnips, kale. I've still got some potatoes need digging out. Oh, this time of year as well. Most people's have long gone by now. I've discovered a patch of onions that need harvesting. They were covered in weeds, but there's onions ready, just waiting. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to do. Let's show you what we're doing so far. We're giving the path a mow, and then Olivia is just scraping up the cuttings. It's all good compost material. Now, a month ago when we were last up, we dug out 2 rows of potatoes from here. Some of them were absolutely enormous. So there's a very light bit of weeding needs doing. There's some uneven bits where I was digging it out funny. I don't know how well the heights and the dips and the troughs show on this actually, but we just need to smooth it all out. And then I have brought up some onion sets and garlic, seed garlics. They can be planted. I don't know if they're necessarily all going to go in here. We've got plenty of other space as well. These leeks, I'm just trying to get all the little bits of weeds out from around them. Hopefully you can tell the bits I've done so far compared to the bits I haven't done. So clean jungle, clean jungle. In here we've got red barren onions up until that little stick, and then do you know what the variety is called, girls? Are the yellow golden coloured ones? Has it got variety?
Japanese onions.
Japanese onions. So I'm guessing they might be Senshu. They're quite a popular Japanese overwinter variety. So we weeded the bed with a hoe, picked all the weeds off. Olivia and Ruby did an outstanding job of raking it all level again, because it was all quite topsy-turvy where we dug the potatoes out. And then we're popping these in for overwinter now. So hopefully next year we'll have another brilliant crop of onions. We did all right for onions this year, didn't we, girls? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Weeding this bed, and a little baby frog pops out. Now I wonder if it's going to get that centipede in front of it. I don't know. Oh. In one of the raised beds, which it was looking like a jungle. I've not had the best of times at my allotment this year. I'll be honest. I've not been up here as often as other years to put the work in. But it no longer looks like a jungle, this one bed. We've cleared it. We've added a little bit of manure, well rotted manure. It's lovely black, rich, crumbly stuff. We're now planting out some Casablanca garlics to be overwintered. Garlic's another thing we did really well with this year, isn't it, girls? Mm-hmm. Yeah, did really well with garlic. So hopefully, again, now that we're planting these this year, this autumn, next year we'll get another good crop. So Ruby, just for people watching, can you kind of show me using your hand what sort of spacing you're using? So can you see? Hang on. She's stretching out all her fingers and thumbs, and between each clove, that's roughly the spacing. So I'd say that's about 6 or 7 inches. Yeah, and that's the spacing we work on, and it works for us. It's not set in stone. Everybody has different growing medium, different climate. Your garlic will grow differently. We've found over the years, if we do that, it works for us. Turnips, these are out of a raised bed. Some of them are a really good size. Ruby's observed that the ones in this raised bed seem to be a lot bigger than the ones that we planted in open soil down there. So has anyone else ever found this with the turnips, that these seem to do bigger and better in a raised bed? Leave a comment, let us know, guys. Right, yeah, there's plenty more. Good thing is there's plenty more. So we're going to leave them, the ones that are left, we'll leave them for now, and we'll just keep coming back up when we do. pick them as they get a nice size, and we'll see how long they last until the frosts come. We've not done everything. You're still going to see bits of the allotment that I'm not proud of, like that bit behind there, behind where Ruby was. Not proud of that, but what we have done, we've worked very hard today, and I'm happy. So the leek bed done. I can't even remember what was in there, but it was emptying the weeds. Were they potatoes? Yeah, potatoes earlier on in the year. They've long gone, the spuds. We haven't harvested them today, but what had happened was weeds had started to grow back on this bed. So we've cleaned all that bed off. That's done. We've cleaned through the brassica bed with the kale, purple sprouting broccoli, and we did have some turnips there. They've all gone now. So that's another bed done. This bed, where a few weeks ago we got 2 rolls of enormous potatoes done, and we've also planted it was red onions at this end, was it, Olivia? Red onions up until the stick, and then golden Japanese, I think they were sensu onions after the stick. So that's a full bed of onions. Was it roughly 90?
90.
I think we got around 90 in that long bed. It is a long bed. I don't know how well it comes out on the camera. So we've not absolutely crammed them in. They've got good spacings, yet we've still managed to get about 90 onion sets in there. So I'm really happy about that. This raised bed, we got garlic cloves in. Was any of you counting by any chance? Well, how many bulbs were there? 3?
Yeah.
I think we've got 3 bulbs worth of garlic cloves in that raised bed. And we mixed a little bit of manure in as well. We have just picked some enormous turnips from there. We've picked some multicoloured chards from here. There were some onions there which we've picked. The carrot bed, emptied all the carrots out. Some of them were a really good size, and some of them were little tiddlers. And I think the problem was that there is chives, and it was an enormous clump. The ones that were going that side of the chives didn't do very well because the sun goes in that direction, so I think it was blocking the light out from those carrots. But the ones here did really well. We've got some decent sized carrots there. What I'll just do is I'll show you what have you got here, Ruby.
So there's some raspberries and 1 blackberry.
Yeah, we've still got the odd little bits of raspberries growing down the side of the shed, haven't we? And then, do you know what flowers that's called? It is a nasturtium, yeah. Yeah, they're the peppery ones. Do you know in Latin it roughly means nose twister? Nasturtium roughly means nose twister. Because they're peppery when you eat them. It makes you scrunch your face up. Yeah. Right. I'll tell you what else. We'll have a look. Now I've not prepared it and cleaned it all yet, but I'll quickly show you. Oh, we've got a shield bug. I don't want you in there, mate. You'll end up in my house. Oops, I've dropped him. He's down there somewhere. Right. Oh, he's on the chard. There we go, he's off. We've got some chard and some, you can't see, it's all camouflaged, purple sprouting broccoli. And did you put the peppers in here, Ruby? Ruby's picked some peppers out the greenhouse. Here's one, look. Here's one. There's plenty. They're all at the bottom of the bag. Oh, there's another. Look at that's a decent one. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's a decent one. There's a mixture of peppers, so I can't tell you which varieties they are. I wasn't there when we picked them. And then in there we've got the turnips that we've picked, and underneath is the carrots. Let's see if I can find one of the purple carrots. They were the ones that were a decent size. Here we go, look. Yeah. I think that was probably a purple haze. And I say that, I think it's just because it's the only purple variety that I know. And I'm sure we've had a packet of purple haze carrot seeds. So that probably is a purple haze. But yeah, the purple ones were a really good size. Some of the orange ones, not as big as that, but we're still going to be able to eat them. It's all good food when all is said and done. So look, there's a small orange one. Take these home, clean them, wash them, and then we'll work out what we're going to do with them, whether we cut them straight away or are we going to preserve them. Right, yeah, I'm really happy. I've just said to the girls as we're getting ready to leave, I was getting a bit emotional thinking about all the work we've done and all the food we've had this year, and we've still got food to come. I mean, look, we're not going to go short of kale or chard. And there's leeks there. I'll get round to picking some of them at some point. Yeah. So, have you got any closing words, Ruby?
There's a cat.
There's a cat? Where?
It's running.
Oh, over on somebody else's plot. There we go. There it is.
They aren't my closing words.
They're not your closing words. Have you got any closing words?
Eat raspberries.
Eat raspberries. You heard it here first, petal heads. Eat raspberries. Right, I'm not going to just quickly whilst the camera in your face, Liv. Do you want to be on camera?
No.
No. Have you got any closing words you can say off camera? I'll tell you what, I'll film your trainers and it looks like your trainers are talking.
They're all dirty. Like, I'm trying to think of like a cool gardening quote and I don't have any, so.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the food that we've harvested today?
There's a lot of it.
There is a lot, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've done that. Dehydrator's going to be busy this weekend, isn't it? And the freezer as well. I don't know if we've got the space in the freezer.
Yeah.
Right, excellent. Back home now, we have got 4 full trays of turnips on the dehydrator, a few on the top, and then with the space that's left, some of the stalks of the Swiss chard are going to get dehydrated. And the girls are cutting up some of the carrots that we pulled as well. I don't think I filmed that today, but we've got a mixture of purple. Oh no, I did, didn't I? I did. Purple haze and what is Chantenay red cord, was it? I can't remember. Yeah, so they're just getting sliced up and they'll be put into freezer bags where we can have them whenever. Away from the allotment now, in the backyard, out of these 2 dustbins that had our homemade compost in, we've just harvested all of these spuds. Decent harvest of some really good sized spuds there. I can't for the life of me remember which variety we put in there.
No.
I think they were main crops though.
Yeah.
And the good thing is we've still got this bucket with potatoes in to come, and this bucket / pot big tub as well. So we'll probably get those done as well and get one final bumper potato harvest. Oh yeah. Spud Mountain. A pyramid of potatoes.
It's getting taller and taller.
I think that's it. I think that's it in that. Now to plant out some onion sets to be overwintered. I've got 6 onion sets, Japanese onions. This isn't a sponsored or promoted video, by the way. If you can make out the variety that these are, the shop that we bought them from. I dare say most of you also use the same place. We didn't have space for these where we were putting them at the allotment, so I brought them home. I've got a really decent sized pot, topped up the compost. I'm just going to put them in and we'll see how we do. Now these aren't going to be prize enormous onions. We're not growing these for size because they're going to be reasonably cramped in this pot. As long as we get something from them, it's just another way of using the space and using the leftovers. So that's as easy as that. As easy as that. Done. Ruby is the worm rescuer. Quite proud of these potatoes from the backyard. It's got straight to Instagram written all over it. You can't beat fresh potatoes. Right, see you later guys, petal heads. Thank you for watching.